Okay, so here I am. It's been a whole week since this parcel arrived. It's arrived from, which way does it go? It goes this way. Okay, so it arrived from Amazon. This is my very first book purchase that I've ever made on Amazon. And it's quite exciting. In fact, it was so exciting for me when I received this on Christmas Eve through the post. The courier delivered it to me, that I did not want to open it because I wanted it to be special. And this last week or more has been so busy with Christmas, New Year's Eve, and all the Boxing Day sales and all the editing that I did on Hullabaloo, the Funky Singing Monkey, and a whole lot of other stuff that I had to get done. So I really haven't had a chance. And right now it's about 11:15 on Thursday night. I think it's like the 4th of January, and finally I'm going to get to open it. So just a little bit of history. This book is a book that I discovered on the internet on Facebook after following some amazing illustrators and authors, and this particular book has been written by an author who is also a graphic designer, and I really relate to him. His work is along the lines of what I've done with Hullabaloo, and it just really excited me so much. So I'm so happy that he's launched this book. I actually had trouble trying to order it through my Amazon account because I had set it up years ago and never used it, so I had been locked out of it. But now that it's all up and going, I want to feel or be able to know what it feels like to order a book the same way as somebody would order my book in the future and receive it, and the excitement that comes from, you know, receiving a parcel with something so special in it. So here I go. I'm going to open it up. Okay, so and the thing to also realize is it says here that it took about a week and a bit to get here, but it's come from New South Wales. And the thing is, when I've ordered it, I can't really remember if it was the Australian site or if it was the American site, but the thing is, there are warehouses all over the world, and we have one here in Australia now, so therefore it is quite quick, so that's great. And here we have it. There you go. Very exciting. So this is Berkley, A Nose Tale, and obviously the Berkley series. And I think this is the first one in the series, and it's written and illustrated by David Hillman, who's an incredible illustrator, designer, graphic artist. So I'm just going to have a look at it. Really excited to have a look at it. It's beautiful. I love the white background on it. And the star of the show is obviously Berkley the dog. Yeah, the white space on the pages just gives you a chance to really be able to breathe and take it all in. I have got a lot of scenery in my my book, but I really love the way this is set out. It's absolutely stunning. So have a look at that. It is so adorable. Okay, I don't want to give too much away because I'd like you to go out and get it yourself. But yeah, it's amazing. So it's very in your face, the way he draws the pictures. Just have a look at that. It's almost like it feels like the dog is right here with you. So the way he proportions the actual characters, so it emphasizes whatever it is that it's talking about, really allows the book to pop in such an incredible way. And you can see that, you know, obviously him being an artist has allowed that to occur, whereas if you're drawing and expecting someone else to finalize the artwork, it's a lot harder to achieve that. There's a lot of communication involved and trying to get it exactly the way you see it in your head. But in this case here, the world's his oyster, basically. So yeah. he's divided the page. Like this is unusual where he's divided the page on angles to add the extra information. And although it's an A4 size book like mine will be, it really didn't seem like a lot of space to actually do the book, like to have to put that amount of stuff in an A4 size page. It never felt like a lot, but he's fitted a lot in here, and it really works well, and it wouldn't need any more than that. So but he hasn't really spent a lot of time doing a lot of background scenery and stuff. He's focused more on whatever's going on in the words, in the manuscript, and then really worked on that. So this one here is a double spread page, and the furniture's actually taking up most of that space. That's nice as well. So I'm going to really leave the reading of the book till later. I'm going to sit down and really enjoy the story that he's written. But, you know, looking at these characters here, like I did see this character here, I think before, and I thought that was somebody else's character, but no, it's here and it's part of this book. Okay, so this is another example here where the character literally comes off the page. It's crazy. It's amazing. Loving it. Okay, now this page here with the leaves and the greenery, it really pops out of it's like it's very fresh. I've got a lot of that happening in my book. And it's really different on that page as to opposed to the way it looks on the opposite page. But this is something that I felt was going to happen a lot with me, where we would have one page that's disconnected to the next page, even though they're kind of similar, but they're not. And in a way, like, I don't know if that's a mistake or whether that was intentional. I'm sure it's intentional. But I feel that those two pages don't connect well together. Especially having two trees side by side. I definitely would have done something about that. But no. But I would definitely say there's a lot of magical moments visually in this book. This is cute where he's got the little boy and girl as a shadow, but he hasn't actually got him there, so the focus is definitely on him and not the kids at that point. Again here, instead of drawing the whole dog, he's got just the nose of the dog. I mean, that's pretty smart, and that would have saved a lot of time and allowed, you know, something else to come into play on that page as well. Beautiful. And then on the back, last page in the book, we have here David Hillman. And it says here, picked up a pencil at the age of 6, and with nobody having the good sense to stop him, David Hillman just kept right on drawing, turning pro right after high school. David went on to make pretty pictures in a variety of fields such as comic books, advertising, video games, and film. So fantastic. And it says here, Black Rose Writing, so I'm assuming that that's a publisher that he's gone through. And that's pretty much it. And then he's got his back cover. It's all glossy, front and back. So that's something else to consider. Are we going to have a glossy book, or are we going to have a matte book? This one's shiny, so I guess it'll last a long time because you can actually wipe it down. You can clean it, and that's a great thing as well. So yeah, that's just a bit of a rundown on what I thought of the book at a glance. And I am really excited to finally have it in my hands. So I'm hoping that you guys will all get a copy of Berkley and support David Hillman. And, you know, who knows, in the future I may get him to work on one of my books or one of my book series, because I definitely think he's a very talented illustrator and can save me some time, even if I create the characters and then he goes off and finishes to create all the illustrations for the book. I wouldn't mind working with someone with such great talent, yeah, in the future. So all the best, David Hillman, and I look forward to seeing more books from you. Bye everyone.